Let's dive into some essential phrasal verbs that can elevate your English skills. First, bring up means to mention a topic. For example, she brought up an interesting point in the meeting. Next, call off means to cancel something, like they called off the event due to rain. When you carry out a task, you complete it, as in he carried out the instructions perfectly. To come up with means to think of an idea, like she came up with a brilliant solution. To deal with something is to handle it, for instance, I need to deal with this issue today. Draw up means to prepare a document, such as they drew up a contract. A follow-up is checking in on something, like I'll follow up on that email. To get ahead means to advance, as in she works hard to get ahead in her career. When you go over something, you review it, like let's go over the plan again. If something is held up, it's delayed, for example, the traffic held us up. To look into something means to investigate, like I'll look into that problem. If you put off a task, you delay it, as in don't put off your homework. To set up means to arrange something, like they set up a meeting. When you take on a challenge, you accept it, for example, he took on the project. To turn down means to reject something, like she turned down the job offer. If you run by someone, you consult them, as in I'll run this idea by my manager. To get back to someone means to respond later, like I'll get back to you soon. When you work out a problem, you find a solution, as in we need to work out our differences. To take over means to assume control, like she will take over the project. And when you wrap up, you finish something, as in let's wrap up this discussion. Look up. It means to search for information, like when you look up a word in the dictionary. Next, cut down refers to reducing something, such as cutting down on sugar for a healthier diet. Then we have break into, which means to enter a place illegally, like a burglar breaking into a house. Give up means to stop trying, like when you give up on a difficult puzzle. Run out indicates that something is finished, like when you run out of milk. Bring in means to introduce something new, such as bringing in new ideas at work. Break down refers to a failure, like when your car breaks down on the road. Keep up with means to stay informed or maintain pace, like keeping up with the latest news. Point out is to highlight something, like pointing out a mistake in a paper. Step down means to resign from a position, like a CEO stepping down from their role. Fill in means to complete a form or provide information, like filling in your details on a job application. Take off can mean to remove something, like taking off your shoes. Get by means to manage or survive, like getting by on a tight budget. Pass on means to share information, like passing on a message to a friend. Bring about means to cause something to happen, like bringing about change in your community. Hand in means to submit something, like handing in your homework. Break off refers to ending something suddenly, like breaking off a conversation. Set out means to start a journey or task, like setting out on a road trip. Next, lay off means to terminate someone's employment, often due to economic reasons, and kick off means to start an event, like kicking off a meeting. Break up means to end a relationship. For example, they decided to break up after 3 years together. Next, check-in refers to registering at a hotel or airport, like when you say, I need to check in for my flight. On the other hand, check out is when you leave a hotel, as in, we have to check out by noon. Now, cut off means to stop someone from speaking or to disconnect something, like, the storm cut off our power. Drop off can mean to deliver someone or something, like, I'll drop you off at the station. If you fall behind, it means to lag in progress, such as, I fell behind in my studies. To get over something means to recover from it, like, it took her a while to get over the flu. When you give in, you yield to pressure, as in, he finally gave in and agreed to the plan. Hold on means to wait, like when you say, hold on a second. Look after means to take care of someone, as in, can you look after my dog? To make up is to reconcile after a fight, like, they made up after their argument. If you pass out, it means to faint, as in, he passed out from exhaustion. Pick up can mean to collect someone or something, like, I'll pick you up at 5. To put up with means to tolerate, as in, I can't put up with the noise anymore. Settle down means to establish a stable life, like, they decided to settle down in the countryside. When you show up, you arrive somewhere, as in, she always shows up late. Stand by means to be ready to help, like, I'll stand by you no matter what. To take after means to resemble someone, as in, he takes after his father. Turn up means to appear unexpectedly, like, she turned up at the party uninvited. Work on means to improve something, as in, I need to work on my pronunciation.
I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed the content and found it helpful, hitting that thumbs up button makes a huge difference. It not only shows your support, but also helps others discover this channel. And if you want to stay updated with more insights and fun content, subscribing is the way to go. It's quick, easy, and ensures you won't miss out on anything we share.